How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Mamiya. So, we're in a timeline where we followed Ryu's journey. Ryou and Suo's stories are so parallel that a lot of it was overlap, so I'm pretty sure I kept readings from some of the parallel points, but that's because it would like deviate and then return, deviate and return. But we're in a full deviation now because there's a section where Ryou goes out, and we found out in Suo's story how he eventually kind of stumbles back into 1999, and then that's where he finds Ryou. If you remember from the first story, the very first story we covered in the Mamiya saga, it was Ryou being discovered, having amnesia, not knowing his name, and Suo takes care of him. They become friends, but then Suo like traps him in his basement and keeps him as like a pet, which is terrifying. We saw that kind of recurred again, but now we have a bit of a connection. Why? Because of the merger of the timelines that Natsume creates, where 1999 and 2012 are blending together. Ryou, desperate to find Suo after like the fall apart of his life and being hunted by Samajima, he kind of blips into 1999, but because he's like way older, he kind of becomes displaced. That's why he loses his memory. And it turns out it's a reaction. That blip back to 1999 for Ryou happens because Natsume sees Samajima wounding and potentially going to kill him. And so he tries to rewrite him out and uses the connection he has with Suo to send him back, but that kind of traps him in that loop of where they end up just kind of forever killing each other. So we took the different route this time, and oddly, even though Ryou was like stabbed, Samajima kind of decided not to follow through and took him home. And so that's where we are now. Very weird. I'm not sure I have a firm grasp on the situation anymore, but we're working with it. So we're going to see how it plays out. So thank you so much for joining me. Let's jump right in. He sleeps with such a childish expression. Even during daytime, they begin to sleep more frequently in the shade. After all, this place is far too hot and boring, or any kind of activity. Oh yeah, that's right. They went to like... Oh gosh, what was it? Like, it was somewhere tropical. Tahiti, I think. Like, it was this weird kind of like agreement where like they couldn't stay, and Samajima is like waiting to decide if he's going to end Ryou or not. And Ryou's like, whatever, I just need to get away. And so we're here for some reason. Do you truly think it's a good idea to be so defenseless around me? For as long as he could remember, he'd found it difficult to treasure living beings. Fragile lives would be crushed by his hand without even trying. Ryou. He ran his fingers along the back of the boy's coffee cream-colored hand. People are wrapped in one layer of skin. As long as the sun's eyes weren't open, Samajima Satoru didn't have to feel any fear. Right now, he could probably turn this detestable child into a lifeless corpse. A wicked emotion surged through his entire body. Each body part has a name, but the whole is by no means patchwork. Running the pad of his finger on him, he passed the protruding bone and made circles around the faintly visible veins. That fact is a favorite thing about humans. His brow twitched. For a moment, Samajima thought he had woken him up by accident. The slowly moving fingers made his body freeze. Samajima thought he would have to act before he woke up. But then, the palm of Kikuchi-Ryou's hand gently grasped the man's fingers. He looked like a baby clinging to his mother. Oh. Samajima Satoru hated this creature more than anything. Several years had passed since. A single creature living in a shining hell. Where did we come from? Where are we? Where are we going? Arms and legs intertwined, scrawny collarbones collided. It was a creature breathing steadily while wrapped in one layer of skin. No one could find it. Someone wanted this. So that's the ending. So they just retreat to Tahiti and live in a perpetual, like, waiting for, like, Samajima to snap. Okay. That was one of the most unsatisfying endings I've ever seen. Right, okay. So that's where your story ended. I guess I should have continued. I thought there might be more, but yeah, we're gonna end there. So, we'll see if we go to extra, we have like an endings list. Nope, not there. We call them the what if pages. Merely what ifs though. They're hardly worth paying heed to. Normally I'd ignore such a significant possibility so you can focus on your job settling the true course of the story. But I'm aware of how futile it would be to dissuade you, so please do enjoy the to your heart's content. Are you curious how one acquires what if pages? It's all very simple, really. You may have to choose search for what if pages. There's no telling what you will get. You may even acquire ones you already own. Worry not though, you may try again and again till you get your desired page. Additionally, searching for the pages may prove to be exhausting. With your stamina, your limit should be 5 times a day. If you want more, please come back for another day. And that concludes my explanation. Oh, are you disappointed I didn't sing it? I can repeat as many times as you wish. Alright then, hope you have a good time. Okay. So, search, read, or leave. Not sure about Ryou for this. Maybe we'll... Alright, let's experiment. Let's see what a search would do. This is my first what if page, so I'm so tense. Will you search for what if pages? Sure. Ha! Acquired what if scenario, daily life 4. Will you search for what if pages? Sure. Let's see if let's get all 5 and see what we get. Daily life 6. Daily life 2. Daily life 3. Valentine's Day. Okay. Not sure what that mechanic is. And then if we read... Okay, so there's 16 total, like, side stories. This might be something we leave to be explored by you, if you are interested in the series and want to see this. If it has no real tie to the story, so unless there's, like, some you specifically think, as a viewer, you want me to read, or that you think they're critical for understanding the plot, like, let me know. But based on the description, these are more of like just fun little things, which we might just leave out for a main play of the series. I might play them on my own. Okay, so that's interesting. Anyway, what was I going to do? End list, that's what I should have clicked on. So we go to end list for 2. And then Doomsday. So we got 2 endings out of 16. Fetch me. So many endings. Alright. So, I'm going to get us to the point where we can find, like, the next branching timeline. You just kind of have to, like, restart a little bit. It doesn't take too long, especially when you skip. But yeah, I'll get us to that point and we'll start the next one. Alright, so here's where we're kind of back where this is a sequence I think will lead us towards the true ending. We have to gather enough information to answer all these questions right. I think each one had like 2 responses, but then a third has been appearing. So for instance, it's asking, what's wrong with the story? When Suo died? He died in 2003. There's probably a third one there, but like the question being like, why can't we like interfere with it? Because it's not a year in which the world's prophesied to end. And see, this is where I think we can get a true ending, is that we choose not to mix 1999 and 2012. Alright, so here we are. We have children of Mamiya, cause of death. We have Suo and Ryou. Now we got these 2. I've been going in my order of my least favorite to most favorite, so we're saving Minato for last. So here we go. Right, or rather, Natsumi Soichiro's death. What was the meaning behind Natsumi Soichiro's death? Now, Soichiro's death was... Let's see, because like, if I remember correctly... so what was the meaning behind, like, our death? Interesting. Okay. As the man stood with his back against the church wall, lost in thought, a silhouette passed by him. Yuka. I feel like hearing your voice, so. Hey. Hello, Matt. You changed your number? Man. He was calling whatever numbers he had. It seemed like he had no place to stay. Are you calling someone? Sorry, old man. Was I too loud? Being called old man made me gasp a little. Was the thing Nadomi taught me actually working? I still regret never calling. Huh? There's a person I exchanged numbers with but never actually called. Still can't bring myself to delete the name on the contacts list. I'll listen to your memory some other time. Huh. Weird, he was just here. What a strange day. It's not like he'll pick up. Muttering that, he made a call to a Natsumi in his contact list. 1 beep, 2 beeps, 3 beeps. It connected. Hello? A voice that didn't belong to Natsumi came from the receiver. Hello? Oh, it's Minato! Huh? And from below the withered tree in front of him. Right! Because Natsumi gave their phone to Minato before they passed. Just as they were at a funeral, the two went to a cafe. Tojo Minato was holding a phone so tightly his hands were turning white. Why the hell do you have Natsumi's phone? Did you kill him? Of course not! Then why is it with you? Who gives their phone to other people? He just gave it to me out of nowhere. It's crazy you'd suspect me for that. Crazy? Of course I'd suspect you. I mean, Natsumi's death is shrouded in mystery. It was said that Natsumi's corpse was found 3 days after he died. It just makes no sense. I don't really care. I don't even want to know what killed him. I'm honestly not interested in it at all. Sorry. Right now, I'm just too devastated that it even happened. His cold fingers grasped the phone. It seemed as though he was thinking about why he and Minata were left with so much guilt. Wallowing in how it makes you feel won't get us anywhere. Huh? I want to unravel the mystery of his death. As he said that, Morichika Haruki reached toward the phone. Give it to me. No! You don't even know why he gave it to you, right? Let me have it. This is something that Natsumi gave to me. His raised voice made the cafe fall silent for a moment. Huh. So what, you gonna just cling to it forever? I don't know, but I'm the one who took it, so I'll do whatever I want with it. I'm telling you, it's a waste of good evidence. Their exchange escalated as the two tried to force their opinions on the other. I remember what Nadomi had told me. A McGuffin. Yeah, have you heard of them? Even if something may be important to the characters, to us the spectators, it could be nothing but a little push that moves the plot. It doesn't matter if the Phantom Thief steals a diamond or a sapphire, what matters is that the characters took action. A push that can make the characters act. In that case, I myself will become a McGuffin. Excuse me, could you not be so loud? I'm sorry? Let's cool down for a bit. Oh, it's just a little push to set the story in the right course. Nothing more, nothing less. And it's not like I have a name anymore. Why do you even want to look into Natsumi's death? It won't change the fact that he died, right? It's exactly because the fact is unchangeable. I can't move on if I don't find out and understand the reason why he died. How else do you properly process his death? Alright, I won't give you the phone, but I will help your investigation. I understand how you feel. I'm just too overwhelmed for it right now. An investigation? That makes it sound like a job for a private detective. Well, I guess it kind of is. The way Morichika Haruki's words reflected on my own made my heart ache. It was close, but they made it on the right course. I'll make the story complete in a way that makes it worth even if I'm not there. I see. So Natsumi's dead, huh? With the cold, I watched the smoke rise into the dark night. I suddenly remembered the funeral, the way that he burned and turned to ash. That person actually died, huh? Damn, it's cold. Hello, Haruki. Who the hell are you? I'm Mamiya. Wait for me. Shut up. Don't follow me.
Where are you going?
A place brats like you have no business visiting. I exhaled the smoke and chuckled. You won't get in even if you follow me, you know?
Haruki, are you feeling down?
The way she said it tells me she switched for another deadbeat. A deadbeat that's better than me, I ain't having it.
Oh my.
You said that you're a Mamiya, right? We're going after them.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh dear, Haruki, looks like the other party is.
A woman?
Haruki, why are you here? Did you follow me? Oh, don't mind him. He's the guy I just dumped in.
Haruki? The woman took off her sunglasses and gazed at me with eyes the color of wine. Oh, fetch it, you! Whoa, Mayuri. I don't think that was your name before, though, right?
It's been a while, Haruki. I see you haven't changed much.
You certainly have. Holy crap.
What? You know him? Wait, are you ignoring me? Not at all. Let's go.
Oh, wait, hold on. What were you doing all this time?
Come to this address tomorrow before noon. I'll play around with you too. Let's go. Yes, milady.
Okay. Well, Nigaki. That's right. Nigaki Mayuri. Wait, why is Nigaki Mayuri here? And wow, she's so different. A real adult.
Now's not the time to be impressed by that, don't you think?
Right, she's here even though they never showed themselves in 2012 before.
It's because you mixed 1999 and 2012. It's made a shared illusion of Mamiya stronger than before.
It means nothing before my ego. I will save them from Mamiya. Interesting. So I thought they were going to do the main, like, crossover thing, kind of like Samajima and Awano, like how they kind of flipped to, like, from the person that they were most involved with in the core story to, like, the person they were most involved with later. But it looks like this time it will be more of, like, similar, I guess. The sound of rolling film. The persistent noise of the projector. Music continued to flow, like a river never ending.
My sins?
It's hard to think of a response to that.
Happiness was something that slipped right through the fingers. But it felt like my breathing was becoming thinner with every second in the past. It's not like I broke the law, but that's what made it so bothersome. We've been repeating this for so long.
If it were to end, I would want it to be a spectacle. Make an ensemble cast work even. Something large scale that would downplay my personal pain.
That day I gave up on everything and silently gathered my resolve, and yet...
It was something small and frail that we gave our all to protect. A soul that lost even that would be left here, unable to go anywhere. That way I won't have to bear the shivering on my own.
If this is one of the rules set in that house...
In this cold clock tower town, nobody paid me any mind.
I will accept it with all the poison that comes with it. May it be as our Mamiya wills it.
I keep by watching a long, long movie. Alright. Another intro, I'm guessing? See you on the other side. Not friends. Alright.
Are we really gonna look at it? I really don't feel like it.
Just do it.
Don't boss me around. If someone gets mad at us, it's gonna be your fault.
Oh yeah, oh, that's right. A maid. A lot of vids of the same woman. Who is she anyway?
No idea. An internet famous idol, maybe?
Oh, Minata. Oh, Minata. She really doesn't have the look to be an idol.
Huh? Don't act like you know me not.
Oh, so you do know her.
Maybe?
She's internet famous, right? If I search for her. There, the Cinderella Maid. Well, I guess we should go talk to her.
Huh? I thought you'd get to meet her.
Well, if I meet her to go to well, we'll meet her if we go to the Maid Cafe. The website even displays her shifts.
Well, that's not okay. There's no way she knows anything about Natsume.
She's got a shift tomorrow. You coming?
Huh? Well, it's gonna be kind of busy at that time. And I don't much care for maid cafes and stuff like that, so I'd like to firmly and respectfully decline.
That's so. Well, Akiba isn't my kind of place either.
I would have guessed as much.
Tojo Minato was overcome by relief. They had many customers on days off, and it was too late to ask for a shift change.
Glad he changed his mind.
Yeah, it's funny because we know obviously like it wouldn't work.
Mina, customer wants you. Coming. Whoa. Welcome back, master. Didn't you say you weren't coming?
I feel like I've seen you somewhere.
Huh.
And heard your voice too.
Oh, you too? You must have watched too many videos and got confused. If you bother Mina, we'll have to ask you to leave.
That's so.
Oh.
I swear I've seen that Cinderella maid somewhere. Damn it, I lost 50,000. Oh, that's more like it. Man, sure, I sure have good luck when someone next to me doesn't. I've had enough for today. Go get a smoke. This memo is... Oh, yeah. Come to this address tomorrow before noon. Well, she did tell me to come. On the way to the address, Morichika came across a strange group of people.
Look at that beauty. She's a Hollywood actress going incognito. She's probably in entertainment. I guess I probably should take a photo.
Hey, are you taking sneak shots at the lady? That's a crime! A crime! A crime, I say!
What? Sorry.
Oh, you don't...
Oh, you don't need to take a photo. You already have the luckiest you could be today. I mean, you got to feast your eyes on this jewel right here.
My gosh. Okay, she's attractive, but I would be so frustrated being around you.
So beautiful. Thank you very much. Ah, my lady.
Simps. Simps, everyone. Oh yeah, today's movie club day. Okay, I'll just leave and...
You actually came, Haruki.
Mayuri.
Little boys who do what they're told. Come on inside.
Oh boy. What's with this woman?
What do you mean? They're my girls.
I'm asking about the snitch as a this sitch as a whole. Since when were you keeping so many women?
This man is so loud. Tell him to leave already. Sorry, just put up with it for a moment.
Anyway, I lost my woman, and that's a problem.
Huh? What's yours is mine.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
What you actually mean to say is that you lost one of the people you can leech from, right?
Whatever do you mean?
Who do you think taught you how to live in this society? Be honest with me, Haruki.
Yeah. But man, you sure changed. You quit your job as a nurse.
Oh, I did. It was hard work and too much responsibility for the pay you get. Well, it wasn't because of that, actually. The problem was all the trouble I got into in the hospital due to personal matters. I enjoyed the Princess Kaguya experience, but it escalated and led to a brush with the police.
Oh. Glad it happened after I was discharged.
And I'm sad it didn't involve you.
So, what do you do now?
About the same thing you do.
Oh, so that's why you have all these women.
I'm using money I get from patrons to provide for these girls.
Oh, I see. That's not exactly what came to mind.
I was born with a good face, and so were you. We should both use that to our advantage.
My gosh. Mayuri was made for OnlyFans. She's like doing OnlyFans before it was OnlyFans. Is she streaming or something? Like, what is she doing? Agreed on that. Then again, you're the one who raised me that way.
Oh, you finished eating?
I clean up after myself.
It's fine. You're a guest. Don't bother yourself.
Nigaki Mayuri then took the plate, stood up, and threw the plate in the garbage. One could question whether that should have been used like that, though.
What are you doing? What do you mean? The meal's over. It's not a paper plate. It's from the general store. I know, but you still throw them away when you're done eating, no? Miss, we'll handle the housework, so please sit down. It's fine. I should at least do this much now that we have a guest. Well, they go. Oh, if we just sit around doing nothing, please let us work. Oh, is that how it is? Well, if you insist. Thank you.
It really is like she just did that to show.
So there, I pay money to shelter these workaholic girls.
Shelter. Seems more like you're forcing them to be your housekeepers.
So it's a home environment where you're forced to work? Not disheartening.
I don't think it's like that. Although, Haruki turned around and looked at the girls chatting and working in the kitchen. They had smiles on their faces, but that was also a certain darkness hanging over them.
Most of them have run away from home. They were on the verge of being sold off to the sex industry, so I snatched them up and started keeping them myself. Back then, I didn't have the courage to run away. I respect their courage and prerogativeness, which is why I want to help them.
And you're doing that by providing shelter.
That's just a perch. A place for them to heal their wounds before flying off into society. Just today, I was visited by a girl who used to stay here. She's a receptionist at an apparel company now. She's standing tall and smiling. Such a beauty.
Mayuri looked into the distance, smiling a smile that she had when she worked as a nurse. You say that, but you don't intend to let them go, do you? The nails on the ring finger have the same light purplish polish.
Cute, isn't it?
That's how you mark what's yours. You haven't changed there either, huh?
Those who marked are sure to quick to notice these details.
Me, I don't recall being marked.
I see.
Those words made Nigaki Mayuri squint as though she was hurting. Well, I'm relieved. Doesn't look like you're planning to settle down.
If I, of all people, enter a household, you can see it as a mark of the end.
Maruchika Haruki and Nigaki Mayuri went to a CD shop.
It's been a long time since I bought CDs. You listened to them a lot when you were hospitalized, right?
Well, we didn't have any convenient fixed-rate services like we do now.
How nostalgic. Being with you just makes me want to talk about the hospital.
Well, you look like you've changed at last. You never looked particularly comfortable back then. If you broke away from that and are now living a decent life, that's great.
Yes, I broke away. Might be a sad choice, though.
Anyway, classical's on the 9th floor.
Do you listen to music?
Do you listen to music?
Not at all. I joined you just because.
She said that and vanished. She does whatever she wants, huh? During his hospitalization, he had a bunch of CDs he liked and enjoyed daily. It was a superb compilation of Japanese and Western music of all genres, flowing in perfect order. Looking back, those CDs weren't bought. The cases had no cover. Someone must have arranged those songs in an enjoyable order. After listening to one song, he took off the headphones. In that moment, his whole body was assailed by a powerful sound. Huh? There was an advertisement video that showed an orchestra. In it, the conductor was energetically swinging his arms. The moment he forced the baton to a halt, Haruki became unable to move. Oh my gosh, what the? It's the guy. It's the guy. It is gonna do kind of the reverse thing. Like they're gonna be crossing paths with each other. Holy cow. I can't even remember his name. Oh, the large wave of the orchestra was washing over him. Why couldn't he move? Simply because he knew. He knew the conductor. It was his real brother, a man he hadn't been in touch with for many years. Oh, dang. Toma. Okay, so yeah. Toma Morichika. Like, that was the same name. His brother. Okay. I feel like it must have revealed that, but I forgot that detail. That's really cool, though. It's a good connection. And music was his thing. Music is how he tried to he made music and soundtrack playlists that he tried to make to program Mamiya into Minato. And maybe he did it to Haruki as well? Interesting. Because Toma, music was his method of changing people. The gentle brother who'd burned so many CDs for his younger sibling was now a young conductor bathed in the spotlight of fame. It looked like he was directing a stormy vortex. It was nothing if not intense. The refined tailcoat only made his ability to stand out more. Haruki froze with the dimly lit CD shop. It's your fault, Haruki. I see. It's your fault, Haruki. You're the one who destroyed our family. For the sake of society, remember this at least. You will spend your whole life unable to love anyone. I know that much. He felt as though his the inhaler in his Maud's coat was slightly shaking. Interesting. The Tomo was really vengeful about that. Interesting.
Ooh. I'm talking to you.
Huh?
Could you not smoke at school?
Motochika Haruki ignored him and exhaled the smoke. I met a maid recently.
Maid.
You know, the maid you see in Natsumi's video folder? Remember her?
Maybe I do. I'm not that interested in it myself.
You too, huh? I was wondering what could have Natsumi that obsessed, but she was nothing special.
Huh?
Damn, you're loud.
You think you're in a position to say that? You're not any better.
Ouch. Dang it. What? You're one of her fans too?
Don't act like you weren't enchanted by her.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Wait, how would you know that?
Huh?
Wait, were you following me? Man, he could have said it. We could have had a meal or something. Hey, wait up. Don't walk so fast. It's awkwardness. Why are you such a fast walker anyway? Don't make me run, damn it.
Nobody's forcing you to keep up with me.
As the man was catching his breath, Tojo Minato's frustrated look took over and made him say that. Was I being a bother?
A bother? Well, Mina's she's my cousin.
Cousin.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it when people say bad things about her.
His eyes made it obvious it was a lie he cooked up, but Motochika Haruki actually stopped and thought for a moment. I didn't mean to talk crap about your family.
Why does it matter she's family? You shouldn't talk crap about anyone.
Well, it's not like I'd be hurt if a complete stranger says something bad about me. They can say whatever they want, so I can say whatever I want too, right?
I don't agree with that.
Tojo Minato ran a finger along the black phone.
Was he thinking about someone who was no longer here? I wonder if Natsumi had siblings.
He was an only child, that's how I remember it anyway.
You seem knowledgeable. Were you close to him?
I just knew him for a good while. He was always by himself, came with his parents, and then just stayed quiet. He pulled out a new, now shortened cigarette on an ashtray, almost as if to try and stub out his perplexion. I had my brother with me, so I didn't talk to Natsumi.
Oh, you have a brother? Having close family must be great.
Huh? You have Mina, don't you?
Oh yeah, right. But siblings are a different thing, though. The bonds are stronger.
Bonds? Nothing that fancy. He let out a long sigh, and his eyes, the color of wisteria in rain, looked down. Yeah, nothing fancy at all.
Haruki, are you eating well?
I can cook for myself every now and then, though I eat convenience store food when I can't be bothered. That was a lie. Yesterday he ate the risotto made by passing woman.
How's college? Your studies going well?
I've been sleeping through my lectures recently, too busy with part-time jobs.
Well, that's not good. Students need to focus on their studies, and this is the only time in your life where you get to study as much as you want.
That was a lie. He stopped going to college the moment he entered, and he hasn't gone there since. Well, I'm having a good time with my friends. That was a lie. And I can handle everything by myself. That all lies. He wondered why this was the only person he tried to keep up appearances with. She was a person who gave her all to live despite her state. And perhaps this was why he felt like hiding the fact that he was on the verge of collapse. And how are you doing? Any problems at the hospital?
You wouldn't believe how bored I was. I almost finished reading all the books they have here.
Oh, that takes me back. That's what I used to do as well. A lot of things made me nostalgic. He squinted and looked at the scenery outside the window. A single withered leaf was hanging from a branch during the wind. If a stronger gust came by, it would surely fall to the ground. Whenever he met his mother, he was reminded of his sin. The family he destroyed. The hidden struggle that couldn't be heard from the sterilized room.
Haruki, it's fine.
The mother who was traveling for business certainly wasn't cheating.
Haruki, this isn't something you should worry about.
Oh, Haruki, this isn't something you should worry about. For as long as he could remember, he believed his parents didn't love each other. However, by tolerating this one distortion, if you could call it that, the family endured until Marishika Haruki grew up. He believed it would never end. However, the one who broke that sheet of ice was...
Haruki, it's your fault.
He remembered the warm Christmas dinner they had as a family. It was rare for the four of them to come together at one table. Despite that, and despite the lack of direct love, they were able to remain together. All of it was lost by now. The dish that held the love had been reduced to pieces. So, Mom, do you know what Toma's doing right now? It had shattered, but he's still looking for a possibility.
No, Toma hates me.
He wanted to find at least a couple of fragments that could be put together.
He has a hold of himself, so I'm sure he's doing well, at least.
Even though he didn't know how to fix it.
Haruki, if you think you've done something bad, you should apologize right away.
Why are you saying that?
Because you look guilty.
Huh.
Even if you're not at fault, you should learn to apologize when you hurt someone. It's something I couldn't do.
If that would completely fix the relationship. His mother made a troubled expression, a rarity for her. If apologizing was enough to fix a relationship, he would apologize again and again. But it clearly wasn't enough.
Mom, wait! Dad, don't go!
It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He apologized, but it didn't fix their bonds. He left the hospital and looked at the contact list like it was a habit. Either his father or brother knew his mother had gone. Only he did. It had been like that for a long time now. When I was at the hospital, I wished there was a phone that could call the dead.
The dead?
If something like that existed, my mom, dad, and brother would all call me when crying. They'd apologize to me, saying it was their fault, tell me that the world is a sad place without me. I wanted them to cry for me.
But you can't call the dead.
Yeah, you can't.
Because you're still alive.
Using Mamiya's pleasant voice as background music, he scrolled through the list, then burst out laughing. But we have one right here. This phone can call the dead. Hello. Nuts to me. It's still a joke, though. Don't get mad. Hey, Tojo, can you be in Shibuya in an hour? He breathed into the phone and put on a smile. If you don't come, I might die from loneliness. And that's a threat, not a not anything else. He hoped he wouldn't let this tiny amount of solitude pile up. Reika, I remember you. She's like a side character from Minata, and like flirts with Minata and makes him uncomfortable. But is this because Haruki puts her up to it? Interesting choice.
So, when's your friend coming?
Shouldn't be long now. I want to teach someone how to relax, I guess. Hard to tell if this will pay off, though.
If no one's coming, then I'll be going.
Wait, a nail on your ring finger.
So? What was that about dying?
Why is the maid here? Where's Tojo?
I came in his place. I'm his cousin, after all.
Yeah, so this whole played out differently when Minata showed up. So him showing up as Mina. Interesting twist. That definitely is going to play this out differently. The club was in a stir, but the maid remained resolute.
The maid's so cute. I could feel the dedication.
Wait, I think I actually saw her on the internet.
You're telling me this is your friend?
The drink fell out of her hand and spilled on the floor.
She's just my type. I actually rushed here, but you're doing just fine.
Why did you come here looking like that?
A friend said he's gonna die. Of course I'd rush over. Do you remember what happened recently? You should watch what you say.
A friend.
I saw your face, so I'll go now. I never come back to a place like this again.
Oh, that Tojo.
I said I'm his cousin. Didn't say we shared the same last name.
But you're Tojo, right?
No, I said I'm...
Dance a little. They want to see it.
Are you threatening me?
What was that? Didn't hear you over the music.
Okay, fine. I'll dance.
Mina ran off to an open space on the floor and began to dance to the music. There were dance moves she was supposed to do at the cafe.
Whatever, I'll just do it.
Hey, not bad.
Was it that innocent smile?
Come over here.
Hey, don't push. You're not threatening me. What's your name, Maid? Oh, it's Mina. How about you? Are you sure you could be out this late? I'm Rika. Come dance with me. I'm so into you. When you're coming here again? I don't think I am. Oh no. But I'm always with you. Always waiting for you at the cafe, milady.
Oh man, someone's good at business.
Buzz off! I'm talking to Mina.
Hey, what's with the difference in attitude?
Come here a sec. Mr. Morichika?
What?
Why did you just call me Tojo?
I saw you a bunch of times, I can tell by now.
Do these clothes make you laugh? Should I give you Natsumi's phone?
Huh? Where'd that come from?
I mean, these clothes,
Would you be happier if I just treat you as cousins?
Will you?
It's not that uncommon. Doesn't bother me one bit. Also, drink up, it's non-alcoholic.
What are you doing?
It's shift over, right? It's all good. Dance until the date changes. Cinderella Maid. So yeah, the reveal came a lot earlier. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is a great picture. Man, we have too many good pictures for this episode. A Maid would most certainly stand out at a feverish Shibuya clubhouse. And there was no room for Maid to serve, not here. Sweating in the heat. Her elaborate, decorated outfit was sticking to her skin. Even so, Mina continued to dance. Every time she turned, her long hair and skirt would sway, and her white frills and apron framed her like the petals of a flower. Anyone could see why the video was uploaded to the internet without permission and achieved legendary status. How about this step then?
I could do it.
Wow, not bad. Felt good to enjoy the same music and move her body in this manner.
Mr. Morichika!
Suddenly, Mina took Morichika Haruki's hand. Though slender, it was a man's hand nonetheless.
The lights are prettier over here.
When he came to his senses, his hand had been released and Mina was dancing in the middle of a circle of people.
Mina, I'm glad I got to meet you. I'll make sure to visit the cafe. I'll be waiting for you, milady. Phew, the uniform's gotten pretty sweaty now, so I'll go get changed.
Mina disappeared into the bathroom. And came back as Tojo Minato.
What?
Nothing. The shadows were cast on the same path from the clubhouse to the Shibuya station. Caressing the large bag, Tojo Minato slowly began to talk. Hey. His tone was that of someone who'd gathered his resolve, put Haruki on edge.
Maybe we should actually give it back to Natsumi's family?
You mean the phone he left behind?
Now that I've appeared before you as Mina, I realize no matter how much you think about yourself, you won't know the right answer if you don't take action.
That's so.
That's why I'm thinking of giving it back to his family. It might bring some hate my way, but that's fine by me.
He put Natsumi's phone in his side pocket in his backpack.
Also, Natsumi's parents may be worried sick. And that hurts more than anything else.
I see. After seeing off Tojo Minato to the ticket gate, Morichika Haruki walked towards his motorbike. The sun was already showing itself as dawn broke, giving him a long shadow.
Giving the phone back to the family was an idea that hadn't occurred to him. It was the line of thinking that revolved around looking at family as something one eventually returned to. Friends, huh? He let out a sigh which rose and mixed with the heavy clouds above. Not friends. Interesting. That's probably a good place for us to stop. This is also a nice page and the music's beautiful. Yeah, I like these two. Motochika is interesting, and Minata and Mina are awesome. Like, such really fun characters and stories and perspectives to explore. It's one of those things where, like, I don't know. A lot of times stories will have elements of inclusion or, like, talk about topics that are maybe tougher to digest or wrap your mind around. But there's other stories that just seem to do it right, and I think Mamiya is one of those, where like it takes these more uncomfortable topics and it kind of presents them in a way that's really just human. Not like it's trying to check boxes, not like it's trying to feel like, not like it's making itself seem aggrandizing, like, oh, look at us, we're talking about this topic. It's like, no, it's like, it's just a characters who are struggling with identity and purpose and feelings of loss and self-harm, and just like showing the humanity that's still going on behind all of that. That their worlds aren't consumed by the difficult choices in the way that they feel. Rather, these are just kind of rhythms that kind of are running in the background of a normal life filled with choices that they're making. That they still have fun, that they still make friends. That they're not defined by their struggles. The struggles might lead to an inevitable end for both of them, sadly, because both of them push themselves too far, and both of them feel so isolated, trying to, like, either feeling like nobody understands who they really are, or feeling like nobody cares about them. And it's kind of cool to see them exploring those ideas together, and so watching these parallel stories, I think is going to be really interesting. Really fun characters, both of them. I'm really glad I saved them. I'm glad that we get to see how these play out. I'm sure they're going to be depressing, but I just feel good. This feels a lot more, and I feel so much more invested in their stories, and I'm really happy to be sharing them. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel and being a part of it, of course. It just means the world to me. And I really hope that you have a good rest of your day, that we can continue to explore this story together and the many other great stories we've been covering. Got some stuff in the works. I'm slaving away. My next big Baldur's Gate video has finally been fully recorded, so I've been working on the editing. It's going to be a slower process, though, because I just don't have as much time. So I just I'm working in little bits of editing when I can, so it's just going to take longer. And that's just going to be like the defining feature now. I'm really grateful that I have a solid job that's like giving me opportunities, teaching me new skills, and it's wonderful to have that. But one of the downsides is that it is definitely capping my ability to do stuff for the channel. I'm happy to maintain what I've got going on now, but I probably can't be much more ambitious than I am at this moment, unless the channel were to take off and I could give it my full attention. I imagine what I could do if I could give this 8 hours a day. That'd be cool. But until then, I'm really super grateful for those of you who are still, believing in me and trusting in me enough that you're wanting to support the channel. And I'm going to do my best to try and cultivate and make this channel better than ever, and just kind of improve it in the little ways I can. So thank you for your support from the members and patrons, and also for just watching, especially series like this that are smaller, from smaller developers. They deserve to have the spotlight shown on their work. This is a fantastic visual novel that not a lot of people have seen. And so I want to make sure that we continue putting out videos like this, even if they're not gaining as much traction as others. So the fact that you're here watching means the world to me. Thank you. And I hope that you'll come back for more. But until next video watching me, I'll see me in next. I'll see you there.